and welcome to At Home with Mindy. This is my first shop in October and I'm recording it on the 16th, but we actually went last night on the 15th of October. And we went to Aldi because we didn't go till 6:30, and I thought, oh, there'll be loads of red stickers, but there wasn't. We managed to get one, but I'll show you what we got. Last week, the only hard bit was we ran out of snacks. That was the bit Connor and Yuki didn't like. They're like, what's there to eat? And you list off things they can have, and they're like, no, where's the snacks? But we've got some snacks this week, we will say that. But we've picked up 8 bottles of cola at 17p. And I've got my daughter 2 unsweetened soya. She's tried the sweetened a long time ago when she first became vegetarian and didn't like it. But she does like the unsweetened one. And I think that's still 59. We've picked up 2 shower gels. We've got the mint and tea tree, which I said last time was gorgeous. And he's picked up the zingy lime. They're both 55p. We've picked up 2 ketchups at 45p because we are completely out. Yeah, you can see the corner. We've still got a few onions, but we've picked up more. Because these ones, where they're a nice small size, if you want like a cheese and onion, we always call it a Breville, but that's the make, but those squidge sandwiches, one of those is a good size to cut up, you're not wasting so much. They're 50p. A kilo of carrots is 40p. Oh, that's in the wrong place. We've picked up 2 hot sauces. They're 59p each, and that is a good price, especially if you compare it to a brand name. But I've picked up the dips, but there's no crisps to go with it. So that's always what happens to me. I pick up one part and they don't get the second part. I've picked up turmeric. Never used it as a standalone herb, but I've been watching people and they do put it in, even if they're putting like curry powder in. So I'm going to learn how to use that, which sounds silly at my age, but that's what I'm going to do. We've got some dark soy sauce. That's 45p. Because they like that sprinkled on their noodles. The mushrooms, even though they're not yellow stick or red stickered in Aldi, the lady on the till noticed that they're at the time it was tomorrow's date, and she goes, oh, do you want to change them? I said, no, it's fine, fresh fruit and veggies, your own judgment sort of thing. So she took 30% off instead, which I thought was really nice of her, because they were already on offer at 65p. And if I put my glasses on, I'll figure it out. I think it was something like 21p came off. Yeah, just there, she took her own discretion and took an extra 21p off. So that means they cost us 48p. We've picked up 2 cucumbers, because if I do one, it's not enough. If I buy 2, sometimes a bit gets wasted. But we did run out of salad, so I'm sure they're going to enjoy those. The salad tomatoes were 64p. They had the family packs at 90, I think it was 99 or 95. But it worked out that you only actually ended up with 1 extra tomato. That one looks a little bit weird now. So it's sort of like, do I get 7 or 6? So I just picked up the 6 pack. These were also on offer. They're part of their Super 6. So it was 49p. We don't tend to eat a lot of apples even when we do have them. So I've 6 is an ideal number. Because Aldi's only around the corner now, so if they do want, if they eat them, then I'll go and get some more. And because we went shopping last night at 6:30, we got them, and they're missing their pizzas. Yuki's was the triple cheese, and Connor had the deep pan pepperoni. They're 79p. You can get a 66p one, but the base is very thin, so I thought the deep pan would be more filling for them. Sorry about that. I slept right underneath an open window last night, and it's really doing my throat in. We've picked up the creamy, it says lasagna sauce. One is going to be for a lasagna, but I actually made a fish pie this week, and I just used this sauce instead of making the white sauce, and it was brilliant, so I thought I'll get 2. But I'm not going to put so much sauce in, because when you watch the video of the meals of the week, I did have a disaster from using too much. But that will be for Monday. We've got 2, oh, they're 52p. And I think they were 55 before. The curry sauce is 59. But that's just ideal so that, because we've got fake chicken in, and I've still got some chicken's mini fillets. So I can just pour that over, have an easy meal. And I've picked up 1 sweet and sour for the vegetarian, because again it's just really easy to just chuck it in for her. But I am going to try and make my own sweet and sour sauce, because I think I've got everything in the house anyway. Just fold the receipt up quickly. The peppers as well, you get, some of them are really small, but they're only 92p, and you only get 1 coloured one at the moment. But green ones are okay if you're cooking. And we've gone for the 91p potatoes. It just says British. The 115 says Maris Piper, but I'm not really sure what the difference is. So I've got a few. I'm thinking of like topping off meals with the scalloped potatoes instead of mash. This was the only thing we picked up that was on off, money off sort of thing. It was 75p, and it worked out as, how much came off? 57p got taken off, so I think it paid 18p for it. And I tried some last night and it's fine. Before I use any today, I will just test it to make sure it's not gone sour or anything. But it was a nice one yesterday. But again, there's no inner seal on anything anymore. Got 3 tins of the spaghetti hoops. And these ones are really good because there's hardly any sauce to them. There's just enough in there. It's not loaded with sauce. But did I say 13p? And I've picked up a tin of peeled potatoes. These are ideal because they're already cooked, and they're always handy to have just in case you run out of real potatoes. We've picked up a Knorr pack salted. It's the spreadable one. My husband really likes that one. That's $1.69. And we've had to pick up some cheese. That's $3.99 for, I think it's 900 grams. That's because I put it in the fridge last night. Yeah, for 900 grams. We've got a jar of coffee, obviously, because we have to have, I am drinking coffee again. That's 200 grams for $1.39. And we've picked up some sunflower oil for £1.09. Because I do want to make more like pastries and that, so I will need oil for that. We did buy bread, and you can see we'd run out, while the kids had pizzas, we ended up with bacon sandwiches. But I had to buy the bacon in Sainsbury's. But that's what me and Barry had. Another thing we had to get was some sugar for the coffee. That was 65p. I think the bread was 45. I know the flour was 45p. Because like I said, I want to start doing some baking, so needed some flour. The potato wedges were 65p. But I did, like I said, I've got some pure meat, like chicken and that. But I did need some things for convenience foods. They've all disappeared, like the chips, nuggets and that. So we picked up a kilo of French fries. Because these are only 66p. But a kilo will still do at least like 2 meals. Because there's only 4 of us in the house. I've picked up 2 packets of the chicken Goujons. These are £1.15. You get roughly 10 in there. But in wraps, they are lovely. And then I've also picked up some chicken dippers. For when, like me and Barry have a mince meal, because Connor still doesn't like mince, so he can have nuggets that day. And we picked up some battered onion rings at 85p, because the days we have chips, it looks pretty when you put a couple of onion rings on. Sort of makes it look more like when you look on pizza leaflets and all that. They always show. I mean, the price they charge in the takeaway places for a couple of onion rings is ridiculous. And I normally buy dog food separately because I don't want you judging me on whether I'm underfeeding or overfeeding my dog. So if you don't see how often I buy it, you can't complain. Plus, they tend to go to all different shops for that, trying to find the one that he likes. But we've found the meaty strips are only 55p for 20. And these are 75p for 4. And that's, you'd think it'd be big enough for him because he's only a little dog. But these ones, you give him one and it's disappeared. So I should have paid for those separately, but they got mixed in. Then we've got some British ham. That is £1.09 for that brand. And then we've got the cheese and onion rolls and the sausage rolls. They're £1.09 as well, I think it was. Yeah. And they've changed how they do their eggs. I think that means that this is easier to recycle. But they're still £1.18. And there was one bargain, and it was these jeggings. It said that they were £3.99 down to £1.49. I've already given them to my daughter and she's tried them on and they fit her. But for £1.49 for a pair of jeggings was incredible. And I've picked up 2 other sizes, because I don't actually know what size I am. According to the back, I should fit in them, but I don't know. Because the size 10 said that it was for a 36, and my daughter, when you measure her, she's only 30 inches, so, and they fit perfect. So if they don't fit, I'm tempted to do some sort of arts and crafts with them. Because I'm not taking them back at £1.49, it's not worth it. I'd rather try and, if they don't fit, either lose the weight, or like I said, turn it into some arts and craft project. We did pick up 2 of the Brioche Rolls. They're 75 or 79p. But because they've gone out to a car boot now, they'll probably be home soon because it's raining really hard. But they've taken a packet with them because they didn't eat breakfast. And we got 2 lots of croissants because they're 95p, And like I said, this is the sort of thing that they like to just come down and grab and then disappear back up to their rooms. Because that's where they spend most of their time, up in their room. We've picked up 2 Titan like Mars bars. They're 59, I think it was. And the same with the fake Twixes. They're always handy for my husband to take in his work bag as well, in case he gets a bit nibblish. Because sometimes he'll not actually prepare a lunch and then he gets the shakes from sugar withdrawal. So they're handy that you can just shove that in his gob and help try and get rid of the shakes. Then we've got, I've only picked up 1 packet of wraps for now. They're 65p. Because I did actually make a little meal plan for the week, and it ended up with 10 recipes on it, so, and wraps wasn't actually one of them. I don't know if I've got all the ingredients to do the wraps, the meals, but obviously it's only going to be 7 days. There's 2 lots of fake Oreos, they're 35p. We've got 2 of the biscuit barrels, just because you might want to nibble on something with a cup of tea. They're down to 95p now. They used to be £1, because it said so on the shelf. And then we've got Monster Claws at 89p and cheese curls at 99p. And this came through the door. We have a food warehouse opening on Tuesday. I've had a look inside and already I don't like the prices, because it seems a bit high to me, but I just thought I'd show you because that is literally 200 yards from Aldi. But that's all we got in Aldi, because the only thing they had for the vegetarian was meatballs, which she still got some, and the 6-pack of sausages, and she doesn't like that flavour. They didn't have any actual corn, and they didn't have any of their own nuggets. But in Aldi, it came to £54 and 67p, and you can see there, we didn't even leave the shop till nearly 7:15 last night. So that's why we got the pizzas, because it's like, we've still got to go to Sainsbury's yet. Which is what I'm just going to show you now. My Sainsbury's shop was, I think, much better, because it's literally a little bit. There's a lettuce that is tiny, but that was 43p. Unfortunately, Aldi had sold out of their lettuces. The bacon in Sainsbury's, see, Aldi had it, but Aldi's is 125. I remembered that Sainsbury's was 83p, which it still was. But like I said, we had bacon sandwiches yesterday, so one's already gone. We picked up 2 of the minces. These are 149. And even though Aldi had mince in, this one just feels better when you're cooking it. I don't know if it's because it's minced finely or what, but last time when you're smashing it, the Aldi one felt very solid. So I'm sticking to buying it from Sainsbury's when I do want mince. But there's another 2 meals there. The bacon obviously makes 2 meals, even if it is only a sandwich. But that's 4 meals there. The sausages were £1.10. The meat eaters in the house, this makes at least 2 meals. So that's 6 meals. And then for the vegetarian, she is completely out of what you'd probably call junk food. But she needed some nuggets. So we got her the big bag. And it's 473 grams for £2.59. That will easily do like 3 meals. And she's still got some fake pieces, but I thought I'd just grab them while we're there. This is just the 300g one, because this was on offer at £1.50 instead of £2. I'm not sure if the other shops are £2. I thought they were all about £1.59. But the reason I say it's better, because that is the main bulk of an evening meal, is your like meat or your fake meat. And it only came to £10.92, because there was also the foil at 65p. So even though it sounds expensive for such a small amount, the main part of the meal I feel is there. But yeah, if you like hauls, you can check back, because I think most of them will end up being a Saturday now, because my husband's work days are going to be changing soon, and he'll actually get weekends off. At the moment he gets 2 days off, but they're separated. So I just feel that where he goes back to Monday and Friday, the videos will probably start being Saturdays. But you could always push the bell button and you get notified when I do upload, because I am doing meals of the week as well, which I'm no expert at cooking, but it'll just show you how I do use the supermarket cheap food. But between the two shops, that's like £65. But I mean, as you can see, I've piled it all on top of each other. There is quite a lot there, and I'm now starting to wrap it, so I am going to say goodbye, and hopefully I'll see you on Monday.